Hey everyone, Cameron Basham here. Um, Today I'll be presenting Sprint 3 of my Carla Observability and Metrics Toolkit project. In this sprint, the primary focus was building a web-based dashboard for the post-run analysis and implementing run-to-run comparison capabilities. From the previous sprint overview from Sprint 2, I had received feedback to improve the data clarity and just ensuring the log metrics were consistent. So in response to that, I focused on normalizing the data. I actually had to add a sprint into Sprint 3 to get that done. But we got it done properly and structured right, and it was pretty easy to do. I also remember having conversations about my front end. I know I said I was going to use React. I still plan on using React. However, right now I just went with HTML and CSS for simplicity. So the goals of Sprint 3, the key objectives were to load and parse recorded simulation runs, visualize time series metrics, display event timelines, compute summary statistics, and enable comparison between multiple runs. So now I'll switch to the dashboard and we can see what I have so far. So this is what I have. It takes 2 runs. And as you can see, I have 2 runs in here right now that I've already pre-ran. And they have data. And as you can see, I'm on my local host 5000. And yeah, we have all this summary statistics in here, all normalized, nice numbers. We have the event timeline. This is also, I should note, this is just for run A right now. You can see run A status is stopped, no longer in session. You can click on these and get individual information, which is not 100% clear. I'll have to do some refining on that graph. But let's show you the time series visualization. Well, that's basically the time series visualization right here. You got the speed, you got the acceleration, the steering, the throttle and the speed, and brake input. These are plotted over simulation time. So at the bottom of the graph right here, this is your simulation time. This is how many seconds the simulation was. In addition to continuous metrics, the system tracks discrete events, like I just said. Collisions, lane invasions, these are all logged. And let's highlight the comparisons now. So as you can see up here in the top right, I have 2 options. And if I were to look at these, 845Z and 353Z, that's the 2 runs in here. So let's grab the other one and just see the difference. So you could do that and just kind of go through all your runs and look at the different ones. And then you can hit this little checkbox here, compare. And now we need to select one to compare. So we're going to compare 467E to this one. And I'm still kind of flushing this out, this system. So as you can see, there's acceleration on the left and the right. It looks like it's just super zoomed out. It looks like the simulation time got bugged. I was working on this a little late last night. So I'll have to take another look at this. We'll probably need another ticket to fix some issues in here. We'll have to add this into the next sprint. But overall, I'm pretty happy with this sprint. There's also this little section here, the run comparison. This takes the differences of all of the metrics that we have and gives you that. And yeah, that's pretty much all I've been working on this whole sprint was this whole web dashboard. I should also say I'm using Flask for the back end for simplicity. It's just sending JSONs for data. And like I said, the front end is just CSS and HTML, JavaScript. My app folder for the dashboard. And my burn down chart is this for this sprint. So, like I said, I had to add a sprint, or I'm sorry, add a issue to this sprint, which caused this little bump in time here. It wasn't much time, wasn't much more effort to add the web dashboard. I just need the scaffolding pretty much. And it wasn't too hard from there. So in terms of usability, the application is functional, but there are several areas of improvement, as you've seen, and there is also some bugs that need to be fixed. I need to improve the default chart visibility by reducing the clutter, the visual clutter in here. Like, for instance, when I'm comparing here, this is not right. We need to figure that out. I don't know exactly what happened. These could be just two different I think these are just two different simulation times. This was very short, and this one was very long, if I'm not mistaken. Tell the user that though. I can enhance I'm going to enhance the layout responsiveness. I want some more interaction in here. There's not, the only things you can click on right now is basically this and the run comparisons. I want to have something down here. Maybe save feature. We'll get there. We'll talk about my next sprint here in a second. I can add better filtering and interaction for events, like I kind of just said. So in summary, Sprint 3 has been successfully introduced. It's a web-based dashboard now. It has meaningful comparisons. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with the sprint. I think this will be pretty cool for people to use with Carlo if they want some more detailed information. I'm starting to see how this could be helpful. And yeah. So yeah, thank you for your time. And I'm happy to take any questions. Thanks.